Hello everyone, welcome back. We're coming through here. There's an F1 now. No, we stopped now. Wonderful. We're back about to play Paranoia with our wonderful friend computer that is Craig, who's going to be guiding us through this game. Very, very quickly before we do go to that, I just checked our Just Giving page, and we're over 4K now.
Whey!
So we're at £4,109 in total.
It's an odd number though.
Yeah, Gaming Rules Limited.
I don't know if friend computer would like that.
Yeah. Gaming Rules Limited donated 250 quid, so thank you so much, Gaming Rules. It's, absolutely amazing. We've smashed every target that we set out to achieve, so...
There's one more target though.
There is.
One.
Just a little bit more. For the last 9 showers. 9 hours and 10 minutes.
Showers?
For the last 9 showers.
What an atmosphere
It's
It
not
killed
just
me.
a board game in 24 hours, guys.
It's 9 showers worth of showers and hours.
What did it
Atmosphere killed me. It genuinely did. I'm dead. There is. It honestly, that game. No, it's fine. Right, okay, so I will leave our wonderful friend computer to explain the game.
No worries. There's a lovely microphone here for you.
After it gets mic'd up.
Oh, you can go on the lapel. Yes.
Oh, there we go. Look at this.
So, welcome to Alpha Complex. You are all troubleshooters for Friend Computer of red clearance, which means that you are allowed to handle anything that is red. You have been all wandering around Alpha Complex, completing tasks for Friend Computer all day. And when you all get a message appear up in your II view screen, which is your eyeballs, telling you that you need to go to room pseudo 5, and there's a big yellow arrow leading the way. And of course, being loyal troubleshooters, you follow the arrow all the way along. You all get there at around roughly the same time.
Have you got a pen, Connor? Thank you.
You wish to requisition?
Not at all, friend computer. I'm just. No, it's not for this. It's fine. Oh yeah, no, I do actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I can't. Okay.
You all
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I have mine too. It's fine.
Yeah, but you wrote that before the game started.
You all get to the location at around the same time, where you're confronted with 2 doors. One of them is labelled JPV, and the other one is JS5.
I'm not allowed it, but fine, thank you. Cheers.
Which one are you guys going to go through? You've got to get to room pseudo 5, jumper pseudo 5.
I feel.
Oh, I'm going through JPB.
Good shout, troubleshooter. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I was always educated by friend computers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You go first.
Yeah, I go first.
I think that's a good idea. I think you
Yeah, I definitely think you should go
You should go
first.
through that.
Why are
Yeah.
you all agreeing with me?
This seems like the sort of activity of subversives.
This is
They seem unified into a collective of some kind.
Yeah.
Well, Friend Computer says we need to go to 5, so I think you should take us there.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the best move for everyone.
You think?
So you're entering room JPV. JPV. You wander into room JPV, and it's a lovely, lovely room. A lovely shade of blue on the walls. There's some loud klaxons going off. A voice that's saying unauthorized entry, and a few bullets coming your way. Evidently not the room that previous clone was meant to enter.
No.
However, I'm sure your next clone will choose the right room. So,
I'm sure the next player will learn the lesson.
2.5
Thank you,
minutes.
Frank Computer.
2.5 minutes. And we've already lost one.
You know what? Do you know what else, troubleshooter? That I feel it was
Necessary.
yes, absolutely
Necessary.
Yes. We needed to see. This is why
We needed to eliminate the 50.
we needed to get rid of the terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now we know exactly where we need to go.
Exactly.
After you.
the new clone arrives by a group of insect guards that just run him in, drop him off, run away. So,
Hello, troubleshooter.
Hello, Troubleshooter.
Fantastic.
Wonderful day, isn't it?
It's absolutely. Would you carefully end the door?
How would you care for the same door?
so you obviously go through the correct door because you won't disobey friend computer again. Absolutely not. Beyond which, you find room Jumper Pseudo 5, which contains a desk, closed equipment cabinet, and a yellow level briefing officer who is typing on a computer. She looks up from her work. Oh, wow! Aren't you lucky troubleshooters? You've landed an amazing assignment. The geniuses over in the research and design department have created something amazing, and you guys are going to help test it.
Wonderful.
So, anyways, I'm your briefing officer, Dolores Yellow Clearance, OGD Clone 1. I just need to show you this. And she turns her screen round and you can see a bunch of scientists there, obviously quite high level green clearance, all working on various devices surrounding, kind of looks like a large glass box with a black spherical something in the middle. And Dolores, she turns back to you and she's, isn't it beautiful? They're calling it a black safe object of unknown composition, or a BSOOC. I think they mean infrared. Let's just call it the infrared OO.
Ooh.
And your luck is holding out, so you're going to be reporting to the R&D labs and reporting to Christoph GMCV, the project manager. He needs help with a series of experiments where he will test the infrared OO, fulfills the purpose for which it was created, and you're to help him to make sure that the phenomenon is suited to its important purpose in the service of friend computer. So, since there are no other questions, you've all been issued some mandatory bonus duties, which are the cards with the orange top on them, and you will get some mission equipment. So, can I ask, who is our team leader?
I am friend computer.
Friend computer? Why are you calling friend
Friend
computer?
computer.
My name is Dolores.
Friend computer.
I feel like
this
that
sounds
might
like
be
a
an
glitch.
active trait. As the
Yeah.
loyalty officer, Dolores, I am not okay with that.
I can understand why.
Dolores, it's clear to see at least a failure in the voice units of this clone, and it needs replacing region.
As my troubleshooter is not happy with the situation, and I am a happiness officer who is fully responsible for the happiness of everyone around, yes, I declare anything that makes this troubleshooter unhappy is treason.
Well, unfortunately, it does appear that your
I only
teammates
speak
have.
to friend computer, and everyone else is not friend computer.
That's a terrorist.
That's the
Yeah,
treason.
the
Treason!
That's terrorist.
Treason!
Someone shoot the poor troubleshooter.
Fantastic. Good shot.
Good
Well,
shot.
sadly, you two are on your next clone. You turn up, and well, there is a rather smoking pile of what used to be something that looked like you with
God,
holes.
that
He apparently
So
wouldn't speak to anyone
No,
except Frank Computer.
And you called Dolores friend computer.
Yeah.
When obviously we know
It's Dolores.
who friend computer is.
Yeah, of course.
Friend computer.
Anyways, who is? Oh yes, your previous co. Well, you've inherited his duties.
Well done.
So you are the team leader, yes?
Yes.
Excellent.
I have so much faith in our team leader.
I agree.
I
You,
totally
you,
faith.
you are being issued this megaphone as part of your equipment. Okay. Combat officer.
Yes.
I heard we had a combat officer.
Yes.
Well, you get a laser tripwire.
Thank you.
Obviously, Frank Computer has chosen all of these items based on exactly what is needed. Do we have an equipment officer?
I am the equipment officer.
You're the equipment officer, so you have been assigned this multi-adapter.
Thank you, Dolores.
We have a happiness officer,
Yes.
of course. Excellent. You have been issued with these sedatives to use
Sure,
them wisely.
happy.
You only
Exactly,
have a
yeah.
limited number.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have our loyalty officer as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
Dolores.
get the wonderful UBT hypersense device.
Fantastic.
Okay. So, now, if you don't mind, please proceed to Sector TRK R&D and report for your first mission.
Lead on, leader.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
After you, oh illustrious leader.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we've got to walk over to this place.
We do. That is correct.
Okay.
After you.
So
Lead.
I will walk over to this place. Where is this
Excellent.
place?
Excellent.
Good start.
You make your way over there. You take a couple of transit tubes. You obviously stay within your clearance level as you are going. You don't venture into anywhere that you shouldn't, such as white corridors or black corridors that have been accidentally painted white,
Or we labeled BS.
or burnt, or painted red with the blood of
So
previous
many repressed
troubleshooters.
memories. So many repressed memories. Sorry, I blacked out for a second. I'm back.
Excuse me, Frank. I don't think any of us are cleared for black.
Yes, you
We are
are.
clear.
Your
Thank you,
red
Frank.
clearance. Your
Thank
red
you,
clearance.
Frank.
That's above the black clearance.
Thanks,
Yes.
computer.
Excellent.
What clearance does red have?
Friend computer. Yes. Surely.
Okay. This clone might be defective, so we will.
I know it's a red
As
clearance
a
and black
equipment,
clearance.
also maintain
Black is the
observation
lowest
on this.
clearance, also known as infrared clearance. Okay, and then it goes up through the rainbow basically. So red, orange, yellow.
Okay.
Anyone who is a
The
higher
happiness
clearance
officer
than
will be
you
promoted.
can order you about.
Happy. I'm happy.
Yeah. But you are red clearance, so it's fine. It's fine. So
As long as you're both happy, then I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I'm ecstatic.
Good.
The only thing threatening my happiness is the defective nature of this stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm
And happiness is
happy.
mandatory.
It's okay.
happiness
Yeah.
is mandatory.
Happiness is mandatory.
It
So
is.
it is, yeah.
So, as you start to get closer to the R&D hallways of Sector TRK, you notice there's a distinct increase in the activity going around. There's lots and lots of very citizens and multiple clearances, all running around back and forth, carrying odd devices, data pads, often muttering to themselves about holes or impossibilities or the laws of physics, whatever those are.
Crazy.
Laws. Oh, physics.
So, and there's some silent alarms that you can sort of see flashing away at various points.
What loyalty do we have to the laws of physics?
Oh, we're loyal to friend. Well, we're loyal to friend computer. Yeah.
Okay. So the laws of physics.
Team leader. I don't know if you are aware of this, but
The laws work.
It's-
So we don't care about the laws of physics, so
There's no such thing.
We don't know what
We don't know
law of physics is.
But people are talking about it.
It's
Have
above
you
your
heard of,
security clearance. Do you have
physics
knowledge
law?
above your
Never.
security clearance?
No, I don't need to know what the laws of physics are.
Good answer.
Exactly.
No.
And his brain grew 3 sizes that day.
Suddenly, the world of paranoia.
As you're standing around, you see a tall gentleman, green vest on, walking towards you. Right. I am Christoph GMCV, the lead researcher in charge of Project Infinite Whole. Okay, follow me to lab. I'll show you the singularity I have created.
As opposed to a duality.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he leads you through the way along and up to some scaffolding where you can look down into a room. Yeah. And in the middle you can see the device that you saw on Dolores' screen earlier. Looks like it's mounted on sort of a trolley on rails. There's some various buttons and all sorts on it. And at the top you can see sort of a viewing screen in which there is a sort of black spherical something that just appears to be there. Okay. So the object you see in the lab is the housing for it. That is a containment matrix, or as the in there is the phenomenon, or as the laymen around here call it, the infrared ooh. Yes. That black sphere, that's my creation.
Impressive.
So, thank you. I'm glad you noticed. Excellent.
Well
I
done.
remember you.
Well done.
Yeah. So yes, I created it, and I didn't create the containment matrix, but I'm sure you can all agree that creating the OO is of far more importance. The tracks that it's on is the trans-tube track that takes it from tester to test. It is rather unfortunately named as the OO transfer system. But it helps us get it wherever it needs to be going. So, yes, just whatever you do, do not touch anything on the transfer system. Okay? Whatever you do. Now, the purpose of Project Infinite Whole is to create power for Alpha Complex. We need to boost the power generation capabilities, and you will now assist me in calibrating and executing a power output test. First of all, I need a volunteer to go and go into the test chamber and use the containment matrix power cable to plug in the test object. That we will shortly provide. There will be 25 experience points in it for anyone who in it, and
Wow.
if no one volunteers, I can order you to do it. So,
Of course.
any questions?
Yeah?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, troubleshooter. That's very, very noble of you. Very well done.
As long as everyone's happy with that decision,
I'm very happy.
then I'm happy with that decision. Yes.
Would you consider it equipment that is this one can be capable of
Potentially, yeah, I think the troubleshooter should be able to handle it as long as they behave in a loyal and happy manner.
Yeah. Well, capable of doing that. You could.
If not, the troubleshooter and it will be no loss.
And
True.
Yeah.
True.
And I'll do it to if I'm identify it
Hmm.
for, yes, a terrorist.
Terrorist
A terrorist would say that. That's what a non-terrorist would say as well. It's fair. It's fair enough.
That is true. That is
Please,
true.
please, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
By all means, proceed.
Okay.
So you are handed the test object, which you are going to plug in. It's about yay tall, long, thin stem, big white base. There's a glass object at the top, and you can see like the little wires on the inside, rounded, you know, and out the other end there is a long cable and a plug.
Okay.
So you head on down,
Yep.
and you head get closer to the
It sounds like he's been to
containment
IKEA.
matrix,
Yep.
and you get up close. You can see there's something holding the there, but it's it's not actually. There's nothing there to stop it. You have to. So, above you, coming from a PA system, you hear Christoph G's voice. You can still see other researchers all there, with their notebooks. Right, good, very brave. Now, tester, I'd like you to plug the cable into the containment matrix and the other into the object in test outcode 1, which is your, basically you pick up the lamp from there. It's a lamp. Right, now, the rest of you, whilst your colleague plugs in the lamp, please, can I have you write down anything you notice as this test proceeds?
Of course.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you have a red pen?
Why don't you have a black one?
Yeah.
I was not issued with one.
Surely as the equipment.
I
Officer.
don't take what I'm not issued with.
Well, I was issued mine by.
Absolutely.
I was issued mine by the assigning officer Logan.
Hmm.
I have this right here.
Yeah.
Do you feel
Yeah,
that?
that's it.
Do you feel that before the game
Do you have your form for your
Yeah.
black pen?
No, this isn't my black pen.
Then why do you have it?
I am merely holding it for Logan.
This is mine.
That's his. That's
Exactly. Yes.
the troubleshooter.
Very true. Which he has this
Why?
requisition
Yeah, but
for.
why did
For.
Logan?
Oh, you
not-
mean Logan? Oh,
Yes.
I'm Gwen. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you don't have a form to say why you're in possession of that pen
No.
Right, so Logan gave you that pen.
Exactly.
without giving you a form.
Yes.
It's very unusual.
It's very
In fact,
treacherous
that's-
behaviour.
yeah.
It's very treasonous behaviour,
is.
which is why I had
Yeah.
him executed immediately after he gave me the pen.
What?
But your own treasonous behaviour.
I feel like this is slightly treasonous.
Sounds
I'm
like-
unhappy with it.
Indeed, it does in fact feel slightly treasonous. You
Sounds to me like work for a
gain
mutant.
a couple of treason stars. They're not quite treasonous enough an act in order to result in the premature termination of your clone, but you're certainly not a trustworthy individual.
Personally, I would be more worried about people in
Am I
possession
able
of.
to see and there's a material delivery port that run by friend computer on the wall in the car?
No, but
Okay.
we'll have to figure out some other way to implement.
I would be more concerned with people who have equipment above their security.
That
clearance
is
level.
absolutely. Could everyone
Yeah.
please show me what equipment they have?
Yes.
Black and red as well. Can I see
Oh,
your writing
I
equipment?
also have this.
You're not here. Can I see your writing equipment, please?
This.
Writing equipment.
Yes.
This is all the equipment I have.
Yeah.
Anything you've been writing with today,
Oh,
such as this.
I've not been writing with that.
You've not.
No.
Troubleshooters, have you seen our illustrious leader writing with any influence today?
Oh, just his clone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The previous clone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that was
Correctly dealt with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving. Getting sidetracked by equipment. So, if you wouldn't mind, please plug in the testing equipment into the containment matrix.
Can I please be issued with some sort of writing device that I'm able to obviously take notes of the observations that we're supposed to be making?
Yes, as soon as we're within reach of one of the stationary depots, I shall
Wonderful.
issue with one.
Thank you. Is that going to happen before?
It will happen
This-
in time with our other assignments.
Okay.
It cannot divert from these assignments.
Of
Don't
course,
worry,
yeah.
I will make sure to take
I think it would make
Okay.
sense to put all the notes on someone who can take all the notes down.
Yes. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Seeing as you
feel
correctly...
However, Queen Officer, do you have issued paper?
I do not have any issue with it.
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't take notes if I don't.
That's
have
all right.
issued paper.
Please use the paper that's there.
Uh-huh.
You can use that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Christoph allows you to
Thank
use.
you for stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
So you plug in the lamp,
Yes.
and as you plug in the lamp, you see Christoph reach out and throw a switch, and the light bulb at the end starts to
Write that down, write
faintly
that down.
glow, and it keeps on glowing and getting brighter and brighter, and it's extremely bright until it shatters. Well, excellent. That's exactly as I predicted. Thank you. That's very, very helpful.
Would you mind
Excellent.
just clarifying
Okay.
what notes you took?
It grew. It got brighter and brighter and brighter, and then shattered.
Okay, perfect. That's what I
And
said.
that tallies with my observations.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Well, next we're going to move on. We're going to next test. We're going to plug the singularity into test object 2, and a section of wall slides apart. And this holds a familiar-looking rectangular structure, like a little booth. There's a little curtain sliding there. This is, as you all recognise, one of the confession booths, where you can go and commit, confess to any crimes that you may have committed against friend's computer. Now, we'll see if the infrared OO can power a standard confession booth. Tester, go ahead. You plug in the confession booth into the containment matrix, please. Now, there's a 50-point XP bonus for completing this test, and I can have you executed for any reason. So, yes. Right, once you finish plugging that in, the rest of you go down and join him, please. We will need a few subjects for this one. Once you're down there, we need you to trigger the confession booth.
Okay.
So, please go and enter the booth as and when.
I believe it would be worth our happiness officer stepping in and describing the events of the pen to ensure that it was merely hinting at treasonous rather than a full necessary confession, and the booth can ensure that the correct decision is made for us.
I think that makes a good choice. I mean, if you have something to confess already, confess to the treason that you might have already committed.
Good point, illustrious leader.
That is a good point.
Yeah. If there is anything you wish to confess,
I'll head
it
in.
is the time. Yeah.
I'll head in. If it means everyone else is going to be happy.
Extremely.
Then I will sacrifice myself for the greater cause of the God
Seems to know that he's
computer.
done wrong and treasonous behaviour.
Just write down who goes into the booth.
Of course.
That's not what I'm taking. That's
Are there any other NPCs around?
Why are you not taking any notes?
NPC.
That's all we're taking notes to confess.
What are these NPC? Is this some sector?
Don't worry.
I don't recognise sector
No,
NPC.
neither do
You
I.
get shot as well.
I hate hate this game so much.
Wait a second. Troubleshooter.
Troubleshooter round of it.
Troubleshooter, this is no game.
What?
We are testing interesting new equipment that has been developed.
I genuinely don't know which is more stressful, this or atmosphere.
Well, I'll let you know. In atmosphere, you get spit on.
True. But
Here you just
here I just get shit on.
Here you get vaporized.
Yeah, very true.
So you were asking something?
It's irrelevant.
Okay.
Wasting time with relevant.
Fuck off.
You hear Christoph's voice come over the. Right, come on, hurry up! I need a confession from one of you. So someone needs to confess, and until you do,
I will go inside of it because our happiness officer is struggling.
Okay, well you still get a.
Thank you.
However, because you have kindly volunteered, you are now number one.
Oh, thank you.
You are awesome.
Well done.
You are well appreciated.
Number one. Number one.
What do you have to confess?
I'll go in. It's for me to confess. In the booth.
That's how a confession booth works.
Yes.
Come on then.
All right. Who's gonna take notes?
That's a great question.
I'll take the notes while I'm inside. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You step into the confession booth, and there's the usual speaker in front of you, where you can admit to your treasonous acts. What treasonous act are you going to admit to?
I filled out this equipment paper in a pencil before all of this.
What colour was the pencil?
Oh, it was very much so green.
Yeah.
So, well, you sort of see the dinging lights, and it seems to there's well, from the outside, all of you just see a bright white flash from behind the curtain. And Gwen's next clone arrives from another corridor, looking slightly bemused.
Hello, Ben.
Hi, Gwen.
Hello, troubleshooter.
Hi, Gwen.
Hi.
I think someone needs to go in there and get the notes. They were very important.
Oh.
Gwen, you
We were
need to
told we
retrieve
could take the
your
notes. You
Yeah.
can kill us at any time for it. So someone's got to go back in there.
It's your equipment, so
True.
you need to retrieve it. Yes.
I'll go inside and grab my equipment. Oh, look! A pen! Great. Oh, look, notes! It went. It's trailed off.
So, as you come back down, Christoph thanks you. Right, excellent. Congratulations on your, I guess, adequate work here. First round of testing is complete. You should be pleased that your names are now, of course, permanently associated with mine, in a much minor way, of course. But please follow the direction indicator. We will transport the OO to test number 2. And all of you see the big yellow arrow appear in front of your eyeballs, directing you to the next lab. As you start walking out, you see the containment matrix start trundling along towards a giant set of doors that says "Transport Tube Network, do not enter." So, which way are you all heading?
Follow Christoph.
Yep.
Oh, Christoph's not joining you.
I follow the yellow arrow, sorry.
Follow the directional arrows.
Yeah, excellent. Okay.
Well, actually, no. I follow behind the leader. I only is assuming.
I mean,
Well, of course,
the OO is
follow
also,
behind number 1.
the OO is also
The
being
CT
transported.
things.
So I think we should just stick with the OO while we can, if we're trying to go where it needs to go, right?
I was told that we followed the directional signs.
Then I think what we should do is see if the OO goes with the direction signs, and then if it goes with the direction signs, then go then great.
So who's going to follow the ooh and who's going to follow the directions?
I'm going to follow the directions.
Christoph says he can get us at any time for the directions. If we eliminate us at any time. So if he says go the directions, we go the directions.
I'm going to follow the directions.
Yeah, we go the directions.
Always follow the directions.
Follow the directions. Excellent.
Follow Christoph.
You follow Christoph.
No, he's not coming with us.
Well, yeah, not follow Christoph, but his orders.
Yeah.
He says go for
I'm
the
just going to follow
We go with the
wherever our
Follow
illustrious
the arrows
leader
in
goes.
my eye that Frank and Peter has clearly provided.
What? Our leader is the decision maker.
arrows.
Arrows. You follow the arrows. The arrows take you along.
Do you need sedating?
No.
You look far too happy. I feel like you need calming down.
Apologies.
That's
I
okay.
will tone down my happiness
Mm.
just a little. It's still happy, but
Yes,
it's
exactly.
toned down.
But not. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
You get to the next testing area, and this time there's another mixed clearance research team here, and another green researcher, a female this time, comes rushing over. Ah, right, you're the testing team, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Wonderful. Ah, good. It worked. Come closer. You see her sort of pull out a note card in front of her, where she starts. Right. I am the project leader, Liz G TRK3. As you know, the purpose of Project Infinite Hole is to help control mutations. That's the purpose for which it was created and designed. Dramatic pause. We are now going to prove how well the phenomenon does that. Smile to put the testers at ease. Right, please enter the testing lab. Extend hand to doorway.
Right.
So,
I think since you've led our test so far, you should be the first one to walk into the test room.
I think we should be following the leadership. The leadership is here first.
Well, the choice is to lead the teams and choose what options we go through as a leader. And I think that you should be the first one to go into the room. So far, you've done an excellent job connecting the cables and starting the loop. So I think you'll be perfect for
Of
this
course I can.
excellent. Just hang it up when you're done.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Excellent. Right.
God, there's so much.
There's so much to do.
Right. You all are being directed through a big pair of double doors, and if you dally too long, then some green insect goons come and basically bodily hurl you through them. So you are on the other side of the doors. Once you're on the other side, you can hear Liz talking over the intercom. Encourage the disposable test subjects to get closer. Everyone, step closer to the phenomenon. We need you to join hands in a circle around it. Go on, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how I can do this.
Excellent,
so
excellent.
hard, boys.
Go ahead, close in, don't be shy. Supervise the test subjects to make sure that they obey, keeping hidden how you really feel about them.
What did it do to you?
Trying to make us feel happy.
I'm trying to make you feel happy. It's the happiest song I know.
It's not working.
Yeah.
It's an old song.
I'm thinking
Is
about
that
it.
song
It
regulated
declares
by
loyalty to something.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Not friend computer.
Yes, yeah.
It just sounds like a happy song to me.
Okay. Explain the test to the subjects so they feel respected. This test will prove that the infrared ooh can activate mutant powers and supercharge them in citizens with suspicious DNA. Record the names of any subject looking worried or happy by this. And do not worry about that bit, you wouldn't understand. You're not thoughtfully to give the illusion you are confident that this will succeed. Yeah, excellent.
100%.
Yes, it is.
Right. First clone, the first of you clones, to demonstrate signs of an especially powerful mutation will be awarded with, pause for dramatic effect, 100 XP points.
Wow.
The clones who do not, emphasise the not, demonstrate a mutation will be deemed uncooperative and will have to explain their non-compliance to friend computer. On you go.
Oh God. There's so many things that I want to do right now. I just can't figure out how to do them.
Please guide us. You boldly go.
I mean, are you feeling anything? Are you feeling anything?
We have to wait for it to be turned on.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing seems to be happening.
No.
No.
Not yet. Has it been turned on?
Yes.
Fantastic. Surely you should. Surely
yeah.
the leader is the one who takes the first step.
Yeah.
My job is to take the orders of it. I mean, we've got to display some unit power. I mean,
Mutant power
mutants.
can be considered a weapon.
Mutant power is considered juicy.
But they're looking for it.
I'm trying. I'm thinking. I'm really thinking right now. I'm gonna break the circle, and I'm gonna walk directly into the middle of the ooh.
You're going to walk into the ooh.
Yeah, I'm breaking, and I am directly walking into the middle of the ooh.
That's the mutant power.
You walk into the ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna borrow some of these.
Shock
Okay.
and horror.
So this was the size of the ooh
Yeah.
before you walked into it.
Okay.
Okay. It is now ever so slightly larger.
Okay.
However, that your clone does not get
of
to
course.
see this.
Yeah,
because
yeah, absolutely.
Your clone is
Absolutely.
ripped to molecules by the ooh.
Perfect. Hi everyone.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
You're back.
Yes.
Wow. Fantastic.
So, right, well,
There was some strange mutant powers. The last clone made the ooh a bit bigger.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow. Those were really weird mutant powers.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
I- are you saying that the previous clone actually activated mutant power?
Did you not see it?
I mean,
I
the ooh-
saw it grow.
Is that not
what
something-
power does?
Isn't that something supernatural? Like,
What do you
is
mean
that
What do you
something-
mean
like
supernatural?
Mutants are bad. Are they
Yes.
not?
Correct.
Yeah.
And
And
you
so
see the troubleshooter being.
the previous clone tampered with it, which is something that only a mutant would do.
I can see the logic. of
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I think someone with green level clearance would need to explain it to us.
Yeah.
I-
don't think I have high enough.
How many clones do I have left?
Well, currently you.
Where do I see my clone
It's in
list?
your clone
Top right.
number.
I'm clone number 1.
Well, now you're in clone number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have an infinite number of clones?
No, you
No.
have six.
Six. Wonderful.
Only six.
I break the chain and walk into the.
There appears to be something wrong with this batch of clones. They seem to. Well, okay.
What am I doing? It will all make sense. Perfect.
It is significantly larger.
Is this now getting to the size where it's going to be difficult for us to hold hands?
I mean, you can probably feel something from the containment
Sure.
field just in front of your faces.
Okay. Okay.
Please stop doing that. We do not want this to breach the containment field. If you continue doing that, I will have to purge you all. Hold thumb over purge button menacingly.
Clapping yourself, so please stop.
Should you use your own sedate? You know, your own.
I should probably just sedate myself.
Yeah. Should. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You seem not happy for someone who should be happy.
It's so hard to talk about things that I want to do without
I'm
talking
going to
about
break the
things that I
chain
want
walking
to do.
do.
Madman!
As the leader should be.
When can we do actions?
Whenever you like. You have an action that you would like to use?
That seemed like the right move.
Yeah.
Clearly,
I'm
this
trying to
other
figure
clone
out.
believed that it was the right move, so
I'm
it's
trying.
not something that might be done.
Okay. Friend computer.
Yes.
I'd like to. I don't know. I'd like to play an action.
You're going to use an action. What is the action called?
I would like to play misidentified.
Okay. And what does that do?
So, describe a female identifying NPC who's useful to the action or detrimental to the action. Your choice. I would like them to be useful to the action.
Okay.
GM has veto over your description and controls the NPC after the end of the round. The NPC gives +1, -1 dice so long as they are useful or impeding. If the GM is particularly pleased by your description, they give +2, -2 this round, and +1 dice thereafter. Now, I believe, Friendly Computer, that we are making progress with this current experiment that we are on, and we currently have a high-level clearance officer who is preventing us from making said progress.
Right, okay.
I would like them executed immediately.
Okay. I mean, they are higher clones than you, so...
Correct.
What evidence do you have that they are...
So we have been making vast amounts of progress with the ooh. Thank you.
Technical names.
Yes, which we have been seeing acting positively to our interactions and experiments thus far. And we have been advised that if we continue to make such positive actions, that we will all be purged.
I see. So you are claiming that Liz G is trying to sabotage this
G
test?
is a motherfucker. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Wow. This is troubling news, troubleshooter.
Indeed.
So we will call Liz G. Bring her down
Yes.
to the testing area.
I think that's a wise idea.
Excellent. She comes on down, looking slightly confused as friend computer is talking. So yes, the troubleshooters are saying that you are hindering their progress. Please, we brought you down here to explain to them, and we would very much like to hear what you have to say on the matter. Liz G sort of looks round and she looks at them all and looks at you and turns back and says to friend computer, well, I don't quite understand how they can know this, because the testing parameters and criteria are clearance yellow, and
Well, that's really funny, because question time. A yellow R&D tech appears and starts asking a target of my choice to fill a survey. If the target does anything other than answering questions, +1 treason star to Liz.
wow. Liz is now being
My boy. Liz is being interrogated.
Right, we will take those
There you
away.
go. Thank you,
Okay, well, Liz is currently being harassed by a lower level security who is trying to. Meanwhile, I'm guessing she's not paying attention to you lot anymore. Are you just going to go to the next testing area? Or are you going to actually try and complete the test as required?
I mean, my current task is walking to do, so I'd like to continue.
Fantastic.
My man. My man.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
This is
When I
excellent.
borrow writing implementers, I'm not allowed to touch this one. It's above my clearance level.
Yeah, you can certainly.
Do you need to get a sign off that he can use the equipment from the equipment officer?
Oh, that is fair. Equipment officer is.
Temporary usage is authorised.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Have you got authorised usage for the paper as well? Actually.
I can, but there's only one copy of this.
Very good.
So, eventually, you guys, she manages
Thank
to
you.
fill out enough forms that the yellow clearance goes away, and she turns back to you, and she's like,
Should have walked away.
"Right, well, I'm just going to accept that someone here is mind controlling you people to walk into the ooh, because no, move on.
Okay.
Testing over."
I can only presume that the strange effects that are happening in this room as mutant testing must be incurred by a kind of mutant. There must be some sort of mutant effect
Probably, yes.
that's causing all these people to walk into the goo.
Liz is causing all these people to walk into the U.
Let's see, humans?
I mean,
I don't have a mutant power.
That's what someone with a mutant power would say.
That's true.
Yes.
A mutant could well try and eradicate flames by making them walk into a
I have not been
Friend
close enough to
computer.
the ooh.
Friend computer,
Peter.
as a loyalty officer, that sounds hella treasonous.
That's some
I
heckin'
think
treason
sounds
right
like she might be
there.
a mutant.
That sounds like some heckin' treason.
Liz sent us in here to do the test to check that we were mutants because she didn't want to go in herself. To reveal that she was in fact a mutant.
Wait, what?
Liz, as a mutant, did not want to expose herself to the U and have her powers.
Sure.
Yes, and therefore was
Sure.
using her higher security clearance to threaten all of us and make ourselves.
And use up the resources of Friend Computer by disposing of all these claims.
Yes, exactly. Yes. We've deduced it. We've troubleshot this. Yes.
Evidently you have. And Friend Computer has taken all that evidence into account. Congratulations on finding a traitor amongst the R&D.
Yes! We did it, boys!
Officer, we're
We did it. Yes!
Blue clearance INSEC operatives, these aren't the normal goons that you are used to. The blue INSEC operatives come along and escort Liz TRK3 away. Liz GTRK4 will resume her post in a number of hours after the interrogation has concluded. In the meantime, you are requested to move on to the next test.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Shall we move on?
Yes, leader.
Where
Leader.
are we requested to?
Well, strangely enough, there is a big yellow arrow in your eyeballs showing you the way.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I think we follow the yellow
I
arrows.
love
Worked last
professional
time.
arrows.
Love it when my objective is marked on the HUD.
Yes. Everyone loves a HUD. Yes. It's great.
It does make
Follow
fun
the
much
yellow
easier
arrows.
life.
Yes. Yeah. It just shows you where to go.
Mm.
And just like, oh yeah,
Mm.
there. Sweet. Nice.
So, you move along towards the next testing area. The arrow points down a dusty hallway in R&D. There's a door at the far end with TRK 99 crudely carved into what appears to be a slightly destroyed lab. Large craters everywhere, scorch marks. There's a couple of fingers, you think, maybe. You find the doorway. Who's going to go in first?
Designated door opener.
Yikes. That is a big
Okay.
yikes.
That was a bold
That is a
statement.
bold statement, Cotton.
It is indeed a bold statement. In fact, it's the sort of bold statement only the number one troubleshooter would make.
Very
You're
true.
no longer number one. I'm
That's
afraid.
oh.
Could, please.
Well, thank you. You're welcome. What's it like being number one?
Duly
Well,
earned.
you should know. You just were.
He's just so good at opening doors.
Yes.
Mm.
Number one door open.
I don't feel like I really should have been.
Really good handling of door equipment.
Yes. It's all in the wrist.
But every time he's opened the door, nothing's gone wrong. That hasn't been the case for all doors.
Not all doors.
Not all doors are safe, and every door he's opened has been safe for us. He is a valuable man.
Every door.
Every door.
You are
It's
indeed
unique.
correct.
Sure,
Which
she's
begs
not
the question why your clone did not open a door correctly.
My clone was clearly faulty.
The clone is
I'm
a
better.
a traitor, which is the thing
He's good as it was disposed of.
he was existing as.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And inside the room, you can see 10 R&D researchers stood down the far end. They look like they're mostly green clearance, and they're arguing as you arrive. But as they stop, one of them turns around and spots you. They appear to be dressed in a green camouflage jumpsuit, and they start walking over to you. And as they do so, you sort of see them pull out a helmet, put it on. They're wearing sort of camo face paints. They wander over to you. Right, you horrible maggots.
Oh, it's the gatekeeper.
I am Colleen G. ELR2, the lead researcher of Project Infinite Hole. But you lot will call me Colonel. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, Colonel.
Let's go.
Yes, Colonel.
You do not sound sure.
Sorry, Colonel. This mad scientist was disrupting me. They were trying to give me something.
Yes, indeed, there is in fact a mad scientist trying to give you something in the corner. They too work for R&D, and you are now required to test these grenade bots.
Fantastic. Colonel, I have to test these. Would you mind holding this for me?
It's alright, I lost mine as well, don't worry.
And meanwhile, yes, that one, you need to fill that one out.
It was a good job
And,
you recognised the black pen.
this is your affidavit of risk assessment and accepting.
Oh God. I have lots of paperwork. By the way, but can you just hold on?
And if you wouldn't mind just filling that one out as well. So all of those, please, for testing the grenade bots. Well done on using that card.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
That worked out super well for you, didn't it?
Do you know what it gave me? Paperwork.
Paperwork, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I love? Paperwork.
Paperwork. Yeah.
Especially when I have a nice, lovely pen to write with.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Don't worry, you're gonna get some grenade boxes.
How many action cards have you used?
One.
One. You can have a new action card
Thank you.
to take over. You've used two, you can have two new ones, and you can finally have your last card.
Wait, what? I could have done with this like a small amount of time.
Right. Okay. Well, since the objective.
Mate, it's not my fault it's not staying on the clip. It's not my fault you got duct taped under the table. I can't lean back. You fucking shit set up. Pull the plug. Yeah, sorry, carry on. Carry on, Craig.
Right. Well, since the objective of this project is the creation of the ultimate combat device in order to protect Alpha Complex from its enemies, you are about to participate in the most glorious test possible. A live fire exercise.
Wonderful.
So, which one of you is the toughest?
What's your favorite? leave that with me.
I mean, you're the security officer. You're in combat. That sounds like you're perfectly suited for this.
Yeah, that would definitely
Would you mind
be.
just reading that for me, please? And hand it back when you're done.
It's okay, you witnessed me do it, so that's why I wrote.
So, yes, are you the toughest?
I am.
Excellent. Okay. Well. Whoops. Right. You.
Yes.
You are the toughest. You see those straps on the containment matrix?
Yes.
Like a couple of big straps on it. Right. Use those to strap the infrared ooh to your chest.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright?
Yes.
Meanwhile, the rest of you are going to test the effectiveness of something I like to call ooh armor.
Ooh, armor.
Ooh.
The rest of you, right. Let's have a look here. Who can we? Yes, you're the happiness officer?
Correct.
Excellent. Well, you lot tend to be like namby-pamby pacifists and the like, so
Yes.
you are going to test the foam grenades against the ooh armor.
Wonderful.
Okay. You're obviously the most technically minded here,
As
equipment officer. Excellent. Here are 2 rockets and a Gauss rocket launcher.
Thank you.
Team leader,
Yes.
you like to be up and close and personal, don't you? You like to see the whites of their eyes.
Sure. Yes.
Excellent. You will be testing a set of electro knuckles and punching the ooh armor.
Okay.
Now, and obviously you have been given your testing equipment. Once you finish filling out the forms.
Sorry, there's so much. Also, could you sign this for me?
Of course.
Thank you. Because
Yeah, it has to be witnessed.
yeah,
Of course.
by R&D.
Cool.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
You are quite welcome.
That's a lovely signature, Colonel.
Right. Now, we are going to see how well the ooh armor protects its wearer from a variety of standard weapon attacks. Theoretically, the ooh should capture and absorb any and all attacks made against the wearer. So let's find out. In order to properly motivate you, whoever is able to strike the ooh wearer first will get 100 XP points. If all of you fail to do so, then the wearer will get the 100 XP points instead. Please be careful of the containment matrix.
I will proceed. And
I believe you with the rocket launch should take the first move, because otherwise it's most likely to hurt everyone else.
absolutely. My first shot, describe the scene of where the armor strapped in the containment matrix is. So
Literally to his chest.
and the containment matrix
Is on his chest.
on the chest.
He has there are straps on
I
it.
aim directly for the containment matrix, as it's
Okay.
right on him.
Excellent. We are now going to get to rolling some dice.
Yes.
So,
Guys, I haven't filled up all my paperwork yet.
okay. So, in order to roll dice, You will need a number of dice equal to your node, which is number of dice, okay? Your node is based on the skills required. So in this instance, I think we are going to require some guns, and we need a stat to go with it. Well, this is obviously violence. So what is your violence plus your guns? Violence is up above.
Oh, right, yeah. Violence is +1, so +3 total.
+3, right. Take 3 dice, one of which has to be a dice with a computer symbol on it.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's red rather than orange?
Yes, that's fine. So yeah, 3 dice plus a computer dice.
Oh, plus a computer.
Yeah. And roll those. We're looking to get. We're looking for 5s and 6s, and you're looking to get probably 2 of them.
1.
You have got 1. Do you have any cards that might help you?
Severely hope so.
Or do the rest of you have any cards that might hinder him?
I'm not sure if this potentially becomes dangerous. This is something that can become dangerous.
I mean, you're firing a Gauss rocket.
Make it really dangerous.
I mean, you're firing a Gauss rocket launcher.
So, if the strength of the explosives of this weapon has been somewhat miscalculated by those who issued it, and this does a lot more damage to the surrounding and current machinery than expected in that general direction,
Right.
given that it's been fired that way.
Which direction?
The direction it was fired towards the test subject.
Oh, fantastic. That's me.
So you pull up the Gauss launcher to your shoulder, you let loose, it's got an almighty kick to it, you fall backwards, this rocket goes screaming off, it's almost slightly off target, but you sort of see it curve, something seems to grab hold of that rocket, and it pulls it straight into the ooze.
Oh yeah! Oh my God!
At that point, as it's dragged into the oo, and you see that the and you see the tail end,
Pretty big.
the tail end of the flame
Yep, of the rocket. Yep.
of the rocket. Can I play an action, please?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm just messing with my microphone for 2 minutes.
Here's the paperwork.
What's up, there? Is it annoying you in your ears? Is it? We'll take your fucking headphones off.
If it's annoying me, it's annoying the people at home.
It's fine.
We're doing this for the kids then.
It's not for you.
It's for the children.
I'm going to play Colossal Snafu.
Well, something has gone horribly wrong.
Yes.
Actually,
Everything is going wrong.
Everything is going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
You see the containment matrix expand, even larger still. It's now much larger than you and is quite heavy to actually try and hold. The ooh on the inside, you can almost see it starting to strain at the edges of the containment matrix. The explosion just swallows it all. The ooze swallows everything. Meanwhile,
as I'm getting back up, do I need to take an action to be doing stuff again this round?
No.
As I'm getting back up, it'd be unfortunate if I accidentally pulled the trigger again.
It would indeed.
Pointing right where it was pointing before.
Yes.
And that happens.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That would be incredibly unfortunate.
Incredibly unfortunate.
Yes. It's you know, the really unfortunate thing is that at just the same time as they fire the rocket, the first one caused such disruption The floor is collapsed.
Amazing.
Right underneath the troubleshooter. It's really weird.
Underneath troubleshooter. Not which troubleshooter?
You.
Yeah.
You see him fire the second rocket. It goes screaming off towards the U and basically does a slingshot around you, around the troubleshooter wearing it, and you just see that missile come flinging back at you, where it impacts the ground at your feet, tunneling its way through. The floor opens up, and your clone drops through said hole. We're not entirely sure whether he's alive or dead yet. We will just have to wait for whenever your clone reappears.
Amazing.
But you see him drop through with the rocket launcher all the way through.
Brilliant. Brilliant. F's in the chat.
F's in the
You are our friend computer.
Thank you very much. So, you used one, yes?
Yes, I
There
did.
you go.
Thank you.
Have another one. You've used a couple of them.
I have. Well, I have now a total of 3 in my hand. So does that mean I have?
You have exactly what you have been issued.
Thank you so much.
So. Well, okay, so that is the Gauss launcher tested for the moment until we can retrieve it.
So it was a resounding success.
Yeah.
However, you do still
Absolutely.
have a number of other objects to
Yes.
test.
Yes. Yes.
Please
we do.
continue on with the testing.
That's fine. I will bravely step forward. So I need to hit the U with my electro knuckles.
Yes, yes, you do.
Okay, I take off my electro knuckles and throw them at the U.
Excellent. Can you make me, what role should we have here? Let's have a look. You're trying to throw something, yeah?
I'm trying to throw something.
Well, that sounds certainly quite violent, so that, and there is a throw as well. So can you, what's your violence stat?
Well, at the moment, since I've got the electro knuckles, it's 4.
You have a violence of 4, wonderful. And what's your throw stat?
Nothing.
Okay, so you need to roll 4 dice plus a computer dice, and count up how many 5s you get. 5s and 6s.
4 dice plus a computer.
4 dice plus a computer dice. Excellent.
2 5s.
2 5s. You are able to quite accurately throw your electro knuckles at the U. You hurl them, and they disappear inside it. Can I have the electro knuckles
Yeah.
back? Thank you very much.
I did not want to get in punching range of that U.
Fantastic.
Well, that is that swallowed up. So, okay, well, next, Alex, your character, what was your one?
Anna.
Anna reappears. There's a boring machine that comes up from the ground.
Is it really tedious?
It's really, really slow. But it eventually deposits your next clone next to the hole where your previous clone disappeared.
Fantastic.
So may I borrow the pen?
Are you giving yourself authority?
I have. Yes, I'm giving myself.
Okay.
Thank you for checking there. Is
I
it
was
correct
making
to
sure.
ensure loyalty?
So, yeah, as
I still need to I still need to use my equipment.
yes,
I also-
yes, you
I
do.
also need to use my
Trying
equipment as
to
well.
figure out how I'm going to
Is
use my
anyone
equipment.
else sort of on the floor near? No.
That's okay. Would you allow me to go next?
That's fine. I think I'll play
Because-
something interesting. So I think that boring drone that came up through, there were a number of civilians that were piloting it. And I think they were awfully hungry. They'd been boring for days. And so we've got some civilians that have had no food for days. The troubleshooter with the biggest athletic score gets dragged away and eaten by starving citizens.
Yo! What is yours?
-4, baby, it ain't me!
I got 0.
That's definitely me.
I have 1.
I have +4.
You have +4 athletics.
And each turn, Chutzpah plus Intimidate will get turned into a tasty stew.
Oh no. Oh
Well,
no.
It seems that Subsector Moleman has crawled out behind the boring machine, and ravenous as they are, they have not had their Soylent Red in quite some time.
Are they red clearance?
Oh yes, of course. They need their bouncy, bubbly beverage and meat. And apparently you are the tastiest looking one here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, however, it does clear you of your treason stars as you get dragged away and onto another clone.
Yes. It's like number 4 now.
And so, following that, since it's got longer in effect, the civilians have, of course, taken away their soil and bed. They've taken their food. They're happy. They're not much content now having their additional meal. Easy come, easy go. They can take them all and they can go back away again.
Excellent. Okay. You're basically cancelling so that no one else dies, just your happiness officer.
I think
You've really got into the spirit of Paranoia very quickly.
Having witnessed that, I think there's a risk that some people might be wondering what the mass is. Okay, it seems to be coming from our loyalty officer.
It does indeed
Some sort
appear
of
to be.
of the Soviet Union. I'm wondering what
This isn't requested music.
wondering how the masses are treated and plus 3 treason stars. It is brain plus alpha complex or wonder how the masses are treated.
No, we won't. It'll be fine. I only get muted VOD.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Stop that.
So, it appears that you have started spouting communist propaganda.
Obviously.
You are obviously a traitor. Here's some more treason stars.
Thank you so much.
How many treason stars do you have?
It would be a grand total of 4.
You are an extremely treasonous citizen.
I'll say it's music like that.
I would also, yes. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the sort of treason only a mutant could achieve.
Yes. Who wants to take me out?
I will do
I don't
it.
still have that, do I?
No, that's somewhere down the hole.
Yeah. I pull out my grapple gun and shoot our loyalty officer correctly, killing a commie.
Or is it? It's the this is what
That
This
isn't
one.
commie.
This
That
That's
would be
worse.
That would be Granicus for sure, but that
Yeah.
opposite.
Right.
This is okay. This is bad.
This
is
right.
fine.
This one.
Yes.
Moving swiftly on.
Not that one.
No.
No, it is though. No, it is.
Hello.
Huh?
Keep a bent elbow. That's the
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Rightfully.
On
as a
to
commie.
your next clone.
This one will be slightly
Less communistic.
Less treasonous.
less treasonous and doesn't have their sleep deprived brain mixing up their
Capability to do anything.
hand signals.
Yeah.
Here you go. You can have these.
No, you keep them.
I'm
They're
good.
for you.
Oh,
treason.
I'm just going to
They will be reminders forever of that time we got killed for.
my gold stars.
Is it not happening?
Gold stars.
So, yes, you are currently surviving quite happily. The news a little bit heavy, but you're doing well. But you two still need to test your.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I'll just shoot it.
You'll shoot it.
Yeah, with my
You got any grenades?
no, my needler.
Alright.
I'll just shoot
Oh.
it with my needler.
we weren't quite expecting you to use that piece of
Misappropriation of equipment, clearly a commie.
I'm going to use power serve inspection. I'm pretty sure using firearms of that kind will not come in the test, and they need to be first inspected to make sure they are suitable for the test procedures.
Hand over to the equipment officer.
They need to be handed over to the equipment officer to be validated for this test.
Oh, absolutely. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll inspect them in due time.
I'll wait.
Are we all just?
They'll continue
are we
on
waiting?
the inspection.
inspect the equipment.
The pistols are being inspected. And
Cannot take a bait over 2 bases. Okay.
you cannot take an action with a pistol.
No, well, until I hand it back, basically. But, you know.
While inspection continues.
Oh, thank you. It is an order. Do not use it for this experiment.
Oh, it's a shame.
So, yes, well, as your equipment officer has correctly said, that needler is not suitable for this. Please use the grenade bots that you have been issued.
I will have to use the grenade bots then, yeah.
Excellent. So, the grenade bots have a dice roll written on them, I do believe, somewhere.
It says violence +0.
So, what is your violence?
My violence is just so happens to be +1.
Okay, so 1 dice plus a computer dice.
Okay.
And
I want this one. Is that a great clearance? Thank you.
You pass.
well, those grenade bots. That doesn't look like you've got anything above a 4.
Oh, that's a 4. That's a 4?
Yeah, but you need 5s.
Oh, well, I got +1.
No. It's the node is the number of dice that you roll, and you're looking for 5s and 6s to generate the number of successes needed.
Right.
Unfortunately, you generated no successes. Your grenade bots, I believe, have a failure.
Yeah, they hug me until I explode. Nothing remained.
Your clone is now quite badly hurt. Maimed, in fact, yes. So yeah, you are not feeling all that well. So yes.
Do these
You're
go
looking.
away?
Yes, they have exploded
Fantastic.
all over you.
Oh, good. Great. Alright.
So that just leaves our happiness officer and the phone grenade. Come on, maggot.
So, I need to roll to use these, right? And then it's violence +2,
Yeah.
and then +2 here.
So 4 dice plus your computer dice
Okay.
to see if you can accurately throw a phone grenade.
See, I don't have a throw skill. So,
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
what I'm going to do
If you're not comfortable, then you should do
You
the opposite
walk
of
up
what I
to-
did. You should punch them with the foam grenade. Whereas
is
I
play
did the
Desperate
opposite.
Measures. So I'm going to explain how I use an unrelated skill for a roll.
Okay.
So, I've got pretty good athletics, so rather than throwing the grenade, I'm going to run over to where I need the grenade to be, pull the pin, place it very gently, and then run back.
Excellent. Okay.
So my athletics is a +4. So four dice in the
Yep.
computer dice?
And you're looking for 5s and 6s.
Oh, look at that.
Got 3. You are a speedy troubleshooter.
Do you have any idea how fast I am?
No.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Meow. Meow.
You run on over. You
These hands.
set the foam grenades down exactly where they need to be. And you manage to just get out of the blast radius as the grenades go off.
Wonderful.
The ooh does absorb quite a bit of the foam. However, it is not foolproof, and you are indeed gummed to the floor by this rapidly hardening foam.
Interesting.
So, do you,
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I
excellent.
think, yeah. Are you still happy?
I'm very.
Colonel,
Then my job is done.
Yes.
any more instructions for us?
No, I think that is what we needed. Congratulations, well done on completing the testing. You, of course, get 100 XP points
Thank you.
for having successfully injured or incapacitated the wielder of the ooh armor. So, yes.
Ooh.
Right.
Ah.
Ma.
Now,
Lloyd Austin, borrow your biting implement, please.
No.
Okay.
I approve usage for a short period of the equipment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wasabi nut?
No, that's okay. I haven't been authorized.
Anyone else?
Thank you very much.
They are green too.
Also, they're green.
Yeah.
Shoot me.
you heard the man.
I grapple gun and I say
Yeah.
clearly a commie
Yeah.
and shoot him.
We're back in. What's up, guys?
I'm so sorry.
I don't know what
Is
happened.
our esteemed troubleshooting colleague still phoned to the floor and in a state of
Currently, yes.
Colonel, would it be a waste of equipment and resources for this man to be removed, or should the plane simply be replaced?
No, well, it should be all right. Let's first of all.
I've never heard a man sound so psychotic before. Is there going to be a problem with him, or should we just replace him?
And that was after playing out.
Yeah.
My God.
That was after a man literally screamed in my ear.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw. And,
yeah.
and spit everywhere.
Sorry, carry on.
Pull myself out.
Well, you suddenly feel the containment field sort of pulling forwards as the transport tube network and the OO transport system tries to take the OO to the next testing location. With you gummed to the floor, yeah. How quickly do you think you can get out of it? What stats do you think would allow you to get out of a harness like this quickly enough?
Do you need assistance to extricate yourself from the equipment?
I believe I have this.
I go over to assist. There's stuff
Athletics
to
to
hold.
try and get.
I find a bit of corrosion on the equipment while assisting my troubleshooting colleague, and as a troubleshooter in charge of equipment, I do raise it to the Colonel. I say, Colonel, there is some corrosion on the equipment here.
Yes, it does look quite badly corroded, which is very strange because this equipment was literally only built this morning.
Absolutely. Has there been any corrosion action of the weapons that have been applied?
I mean, there shouldn't have been, but the Gauss rockets that were used by your previous clone did have a lot more of a kick to them than they should have done. So
The experimenters needed all the information available to them.
excellent. Well, thank you very much. On with you. And yeah, you still need to roll some dice. What's that? What do you think? What would be best? What do you think would be most appropriate and that friend computer would approve of to get yourself out of this predicament?
Using my engineer skills to work the latches.
Okay.
Easily.
All right. So you are going to use your engineering skills, and stat-wise, we'll go with mechanics. So mechanics and engineering, please.
That's 6 dice.
Wow. Cool. Excellent.
Take these ones.
If he needs to roll 6 dice plus a computer dice, he needs to roll 6 dice and a computer dice. So that's 4 dice and a computer dice. Where are you going to get the other 2 dice?
I do not possess any other dice. From computer, would it be feasible to use 2 appropriately coloured dice as regular dice?
Yes, of course.
From computer. Thank you.
Oh, that's 2 nat ones.
Probably should have used those computer dice.
Well, actually, funnily enough, it actually was not so hot, also. Removes a success.
Oh dear.
Amazing.
Oh dear.
Amazing.
You're there struggling,
Brilliant.
and the magnetic rail
Absolutely brilliant.
is pulling the ooh further along, and your legs, they just aren't moving. Those foam grenades are extremely well designed.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
Yeah, unfortunately,
They'll suffocate someone in 1 to 3 minutes.
Point where something has to give, and it is indeed you.
Goodbye, troubleshooter.
You move on to your next clone. Unfortunately, that really.
You're out of the foam!
Yeah. No. They're in the foam still. This is a new clone.
I'm pretty happy about that.
But this one isn't in the back.
Exactly.
May I request permission to temporarily use your pen?
I authorise the use of
Oh,
temporary.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Right. The ooh moves off into the transport system,
Absolutely.
and you guys get a large yellow arrow directing you to your next testing location.
Can't
follow
miss
the
that.
Huge.
Always guiding. I
Follow the arrows.
Sorry, the
Yes.
arrows.
We'll follow my illustrious leader.
I will follow the arrow, which is also headed in the same direction as
The illustrious leader, of course.
Okay. You move along, following the giant arrows, and you arrive at Lab TRK 1B 2B3, where you can see researchers arguing loudly about something outside. You hear them saying such things as, "No one can seriously think it causes mutations. They're definitely the only ones that know what it's really for." And then, talk to them. You talk to them.
I don't know, it sounds like there might be some mutants in there.
Walking.
Suspicious.
Yeah, there's certainly something suspicious.
Communistic evidence.
What do you think, Lord Hills?
we should investigate.
One of them, you see one of them sort of get pushed by the rest of his group out, and he looks round, sort of glaring at them before walking over to you guys, chuckling nervously. Troubleshooters, hi, come on in. I am the project lead. I am Professor Timothy G. DLL5. Come on in. I'm in charge of Project Infinite Hole.
What's your security clearance?
Green.
Fantastic.
Our loyalty officer is always prompt with the correct questions, even when the answer is obvious.
Yes, well, yes. We should better get to
Wait, what's
test.
the answer?
We just better hurry, because we're on some strict time constraints here. So please step into the
I don't
test
think we
chamber.
have.
Look, if you wouldn't mind just reading that.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's fine.
This lab is considerably larger than the others, and over the far side, you can see there's like a large panel, a big sheet of glass. Looks like it's maybe reinforced in the middle of it, and the
You know how it feels now, right?
Unfortunately, computer. If there's any way I could get a new card.
Shit's tough, right?
What shit?
Exactly.
you see the ooh being reeled out and placed in a there's like a mounting in the glass for it, so that it spans both sides of the glass. There appears to have been some sort of hasty construction and welding, as it now appears to be significantly larger than when it first started its journey here. Don't know.
Can't think why.
Not at all.
No.
So yeah. If you wouldn't mind passing that to the team leader for team leader to read. Thank you. Right, so as you all know, the purpose of Project Infinite Hole is time manipulation.
Right. Correct.
So, what we're going to do here is prove that the infinite ooh is in fact a temporal-based Einstein-Rosen bridge with a non-causality axis that, it's a time tunnel. A tunnel through time.
Wait, what?
Wait a second. I'm pretty sure it wasn't time manipulation.
Now, I'm no mad scientist,
Well, I mean, so far the EU has apparently had many different things. It's had been
but
infinite power.
I've
it's
studied
been,
enough scientific literature to know that this is a perfectly sane experiment. You see him holding up what you think might be some artifacts known as books.
I remember some of the education I received from Frank Computer, which, as equipment officer, did actually extend into some of the laws of physics that Frank Computer wrote down and authored. And this is just pure baloney.
No,
It's,
absolutely not. See,
It is actually the case that this the Einstein-Rosen bridge is a nonsense. This is a Niels Bohr tube, and it is a teleportation device, nothing to do with time, other than the instantaneous transport. And it's quite clear that you're trying to
What is going on right now?
hijack this ongoing experiment.
Why is there water here?
Undermining and clearly you are communists and need to be executed. And I pull out my gun and I encourage troubleshooters, shoot this trouble.
There's lava here!
there is indeed lava spewing out we're not entirely sure where it's, how it's doing this.
See? Teleportation from a volcano!
Yeah, I think that was clearly a mutant power
I mean, it
that this
could
guy
be.
has used when he's just got in here. I entirely agree with you.
Yes.
I in fact wish to borrow to kill him myself.
It's all I've got. What are you?
Well,
Loyalty officer,
well,
please execute.
Well,
on your
unfortunately,
duties.
it says characters without armor catch
fuck.
fire and are injured.
I'm injured.
In fact, I do believe that
It's all of us.
none of you
I
have
have
armor.
I have body armor.
Oh yes, you do have armor.
And in fact, with my body armor, this mutant traitorous scientist has just come in. I would like to push him towards the lava-filled ooh.
However, the troubleshooter with the most clones left falls into lava and dies.
I've got
I'm
three.
on clone 3.
I've worn the lava and die.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Congratulations. Oh dear, what a shock.
Oh wait,
You see the lava starting to rapidly cool.
To borrow.
Oh, yes.
We're on fire.
Yeah.
I am.
Loyalty officer, I grant myself permission and like your permission to use the writing device.
We're on fire.
Yeah, that's good.
Everyone else is burning.
Proper note taking
I
is
still
still
wish to
like.
push this scientist that clearly with the new power.
I mean, the scientist is also on fire.
The scientist is also on fire, but I'm pretty sure it's their fault.
Is there it's sort of very industrial sort of inside where you can see the girders?
Yes.
So I start climbing up the girder as best I can.
you are still on fire.
Yeah.
It just makes whatever you're trying to do.
Are you
a lot
still
harder.
are you still flailing the gun round trying to shoot
these communists,
the mad communists?
Yes.
I'm
Does
gonna
the burn lottery tickets, by the way? So I think I've lost that one of the punches. But I don't know if that's the case.
lottery tickets.
Yes, for the Tila O concerts.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But they're all burnt now.
Yeah. You're never gonna win.
I'm gonna shoot my needler at the scientist. Yeah.
Yeah.
communist,
Okay. You shoot your needler at the scientist.
Unfortunately, as I go to spin it around, I shoot the equipment officer instead.
My boy.
So I'm in. As it happens, probably falling off his girder, I do fall behind a convenient glass shield.
Oh, wow. You fall to the ground, you are hurt, but you have managed to get behind a blast shield, and your needler pings off harmlessly.
Oh,
It's a fire. It's malfunctioning equipment. I must inspect it. Pass over.
please do.
I point it at the scientist and shoot.
To get everything back on track,
Sorry,
there is the Alpha Complex triggers the halon extinguishers,
Good.
and just, floods the area with halon gas, taking out all the oxygen,
Yeah.
murdering you all, and moving us back on track to... the lava is completely gone.
Loyalty officer, give myself permission for the pen.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my
Timothy
last
G
leg.
is now Timothy G6.
Thank you.
But he
Officer, may I have permission?
Yes.
Sorry, pen and the leader. Thank you.
and he,
Watch me not
he
ask permission.
moves you all forwards. Your previous clone was evidently gone.
Yeah, clearly, yeah,
Clearly.
Thank you for solving the problem.
Right, okay. We're going to move on with the next test. You're going to test whether the time tunnel produces what we officially call temporal displacement.
Loyalty officer.
What are you gonna do about no one's seen?
The scientific literature of old speaks of a theoretical time flow experiment using twins, which is an antiquated term for clones. At the far end, on the other side of the glass, you see a trans tube turn up, and a bunch of red clearance troubleshooters get off. They're looking through the glass at you. You're looking through the glass at them. They look exceedingly familiar.
You look to me.
Hello, Bucky.
So, okay. You all now control two clones. You control the clone that is your character, and then you control a clone of one number higher of the person to your left. Right, yes, I have activated your next clone replacements to serve as your twins in this experiment. We're going to prove that time travels at a different rate for a clone adjacent to the infrared ooh, the one further away. Theory says one twin should age faster than the other the closer you are.
Leader 5 immediately says, "High number clones, please join me over here," and goes adjacent to the infrared ooh.
I mean, that's I'm Gwen 5, and your son 5.
6.
Oh, your tally is really weird.
Yeah.
Now, please remember there is a 50 XP point bonus for the first clone to show any evidence of being older than your twin. So get to aging.
I walked through the holes, bros.
Which one of you?
It would have been a few clones ago. Oh, yeah, no, I don't know which one of me. I wouldn't be able to tell which one.
My clone that is on the other side, as in number. Oh, wait. Are we? We're controlling.
No, you're controlling yourself and your neighbours.
Mine's my
Controlling
6.
your other one.
So
Your clone sets fire to everyone else's clones.
So I think.
Sure.
using.
Using pyrokinesis?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cool. That's happening.
I think.
will teleport out of it and away from the place.
There is a lot of mutant powers starting to go on here.
So I think as Dimitri walks close to the he does in fact experience rapid aging. In fact, so much so that he starts questioning what's real and what's not real. He starts losing his mind, so he starts seeing some creatures that don't exist.
Amazing.
And I'm not sure who's going to lose the moxie here, if it's Dimitri 4.
Oh, I think we.
Friend computer, I'll need some assessment on here.
So, what is the... you want to just let me... Right, okay. My moxie possibilities are...
I'm so sleep deprived for this.
Wow. Okay, you have opened up a hole to the outside, where in amongst all the fiery burning of other clones, there are some weird-looking four-legged creatures that are dragging the clones off and eating them. But you think he's well.
He started seeing these things because he just started losing his mind, from getting to old age. His mind was aging, even if it wasn't physically being shown on the outside.
Friend computer, I don't believe that this experiment is going as well as it should. I don't know if other clones seeing each other at the exact same time is...
It has been authorized for this experiment. So Timothy G sort of looks on as there is large amounts of murder and animal attacks happening on the far side of the glass. You guys are all there on this side of the glass, pretty well protected.
So has all of our next number up clones been dragged up and eaten and dead?
They are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So our peak number's now 5. Oh, cool. Fantastic.
Well, 6.
But yeah. You're already there.
Yeah.
You're now number 5 already. Yeah, you're number 6 got eaten.
Yes. Oh wait. Okay. So.
Yeah, your number. Yeah. Your number's up.
Yeah.
So is mine.
What number are you on?
I'm on 4, so it's
4. Well, that's not too bad.
I'm on 4.
Yeah.
We've taken much better.
You
Slightly more
guys really should be more careful.
wasting of
Be more careful.
alpha
It'd be a shame if
complexes, resources.
rockets and grenades and horseshoes and hand grenades.
But
Mine gave me hugs.
we have indeed, I think this is probably as good as we are going to get with time travel using this. That is the end of the testing. Let's have you all proceed to debriefing in pseudo jumper 5. So,
Why do I recognise that then?
It does a yellow arrow appear to go.
The convenient
Yes.
yellow arrows.
I follow the convenient
Yeah,
yellow
we should follow the yellow arrows.
you come to a corridor with 2 doors in
Designated
it.
I'm ever so slightly slower than the rest of the group.
Excellent. You come to 2 doors, One says on the front JPV, the other one is JS.
So I'd just like to inquire, equipment officer, where did you get this equipment from?
I was issued with it correctly. As you can see, Anna Red MVG4 has permission for one black pen.
Okay. What do you think, Lord?
That is a very good waiver and authorization form.
It's an equipment chitty for minor equipment. I understand the officer, but this is equipment in a minor level.
Don't.
I mean,
that does not look like an authorized
It is
form.
worrying that you are so concerned
I
about
just
the
had to
about the
fill out.
discharge.
Lingering in the hallways is now considered treasonous.
We should carry on walking, but I think we need to continue. I think we should continue this conversation.
Treason stars will be issued in 5,
What did the door say?
4,
On your
3.
Designated door opener.
Open one on the right.
The one on the right, you go into room JPV. No, you've gone into JPV, which is the one that you opened originally. There's a lovely blue colour, there's some klaxons, and as before, you are on to your next clone. The rest of you, I assume, go into the correct debriefing room.
Yeah.
I think we might need a new designated door opener.
I'll issue with temporary use of a black pen. Thank you.
So, on to debriefing. You walk in, there's Dolores, the yellow briefing officer that you met right back way at the start of all the testing.
Yep.
She was very nice to you.
Yeah.
Hello, Dolores.
Yeah.
Dolores.
You go in and you all sit down.
I think you're just being paranoid.
Probably.
Well, troubleshooters. Did you have fun testing?
I did.
I had so much fun.
Yes, very much so.
Oh man,
Excellent.
I want to do it again immediately.
Wonderful. That's really good to hear.
Unfortunately, I'm out of my clone supply.
That is a shame.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Friend Computer has told me that you did appear to have some troubles on your mission. So let's go over the reasons for these and see if we can work out how we can do better in the future. So, first off, we've been told that the infrared got bigger.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this to happen?
Purely on a time-based manner, some clones entered the OO and it grew. Yes.
This was under the mutant influence of the traitor scientist that was correctly identified and taken away by blue agents. They were influencing all of us as clones to walk into the OO, and they were.
Form and destroy.
It was traitorous activity in the entirety of the
Yes.
organization.
The clones that had mental fortitude to resist this did not. Unfortunately, Leader has their clones had to.
Was influenced by mutants.
I see. Right, okay. I'm also told that a number of items fell into the OO.
We were directed by the Colonel
Yes.
in proper procedure to engage with those items, and they entered the OO.
Some were thrown.
Yeah.
Some were thrown.
Some were placed.
Yes. There were meant to be some grenade bots that were tested. Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they hugged me they hugged the previous clone of me to death.
Excellent. Thank you for testing said grenade bots. Please, could you fill out this post-testing form? Meanwhile, let's go over the individual tests. So, right. What can you tell me about the tests you performed?
The first test we were directed to hold hands in the ring around the...
No, that was the second test. The first test was plugging in the maritime
Correct.
confession book, which And I guess I volunteered for.
I believe our loyalty officer took down notes corresponding to the
did,
first two tests.
but I gave them to the officer that was outed as being a traitor.
You
in that
fed
case-
information to the traitors.
That was before we found out that they were traitors.
Oh, before we found out that they were traitors. Yes.
So precise information was recorded at the time, and it should be held by probably the relevant officers. It was likely confiscated by the blue agent.
Before we.
I see. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Collective.
What was the next?
The next test was
the holding hands test.
holding hands to test for mutagens where some clones were controlled by the traitor scientists.
Into entering the and making it grow. Yes.
Okay. What? It's very, very strange. What was test number 3?
Test number 3 was
Armor
the armor test, where one of us, myself, donned the armor, and the rest of my fellow troubleshooters tested weapons to test the effectiveness of said armor. Most of the lethal ones were ineffective, except for the phone, which proved
To be the most
Marvelously
lethal.
to be the most lethal, especially to my clone.
Okay, I see. And what about the last test?
Last test was time I'm not.
The last test involved exposing some clones to the OO and not others to see if there were temporal differences, and some clones were eaten by beings from the other side.
Right, I see.
Yes.
I mean, this is all very, very odd.
Yes, it's been fun.
None of these tests are on the planned list of tests. None of them. How do any of these tests show that the OO is perfect for trash disposal?
I believe some of the clones were considered trash.
Yes.
Wow.
Seems to be able to swallow
I wanted to say at the very beginning that I thought, it'd be really good for trash disposal, but that's using my brain.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed almost perfect for evaluation that the EU was perfect for trash disposal. In fact, upon consuming trash, it grows in size, and so in doing so, it becomes better at being able to consume trash
The only
because
concern
there's
is
more
that, of
space
course,
to
it
consume trash.
grows in size to a greater level than the trash consumed. Infinitely expanded.
I have to fill out what the form says. It says draw a picture of. So I have.
There is indeed a picture of an explosion happening.
It's a beautiful shot.
There's a
Is it JC? JC, we need top camera, mate.
There we go.
My boy.
There is indeed explosions
It was
and a grenade box.
happy grenade and then an explosion that had bits and pieces of clone that went everywhere.
My boy.
Well,
Baba boy.
okay. There were just a few more specific questions noted from the camera footage that was taken of you all. First of all, team leader,
Yes.
why did you feel it was acceptable to use equipment that was above your clearance level?
Which equipment in specific are you referring to?
You specifically rolled blue computer dice.
I only touched the white bits of the dice. I never touched any of the blue parts on the dice.
But it's a blue and if you only touch the white bits, that's ultraviolet clearance. That's above any other.
That's even worse.
I would like
This
to
is
say
clearly treasonous.
Yes.
And I don't think any troubleshooter would allow this to continue.
I believe
not
that
at all.
people should be shot and pull a needle.
in that case,
Oh, wait.
my
Shall I
counter
continue? Shall I continue?
Wait.
that in response to
Suddenly
touching-
knives, I stab you.
Well, yes, you have been stabbed. You are on to your next clone.
Okay.
Would you like to
may I
utilize
borrow your hand, please?
to note down that you are on your final clone, final and fifth? You're finding sixth, your fifth. having been
Yeah, I
destroyed.
said die.
The same question
Four-legged
goes to
animals.
our weapons officer, who rolled many dice not of his clearance.
I was given clearance by friend computer week, by the equipment officer. He gave permission.
There was a small number of dice that were required. I asked Friend Computer if there was permission to use other dice as regular dice, and this was granted by Friend Computer.
Acceptable.
I remember.
And of course, yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Consuming, obviously, items well above your security clearance.
Yeah.
What do you have to say for yourself?
They're just good nuts. They're worth the clone payment.
Well, I mean, you've already deposited quite a bit of
Nuts and clones. you've got clones full of nuts.
heard these forms back.
Wonderful, thank you.
Absolutely.
Doris, what action would you advise?
I believe that, for some unrepentant consumption of green clearance.
You know what's worse? Is I go and get a different snack, that every snack I have is coloured green.
Unrepentant. Please deal with this trouble.
I pull out the needler and shoot him.
The same knife?
No. As well.
I think happiness officer doesn't have a clone.
I don't.
It's a shame.
You do not.
I'm officially out.
You are out of clones.
I'm big sad.
As we the scene starts to wind down.
Oh wait, trust me. Equipment officer, I appear to be having unauthorized equipment. I'll just go ahead and...
As I'm lifting up the needle. I'm pretty sure loyalty officer this clone may also be a communist.
No, I've already...
I'm too late for you.
I would also like to note that I believe my previous clone was killed for handling of white material, which was considered to be ultraviolet class. I would like to note that every single dice that we have used up to this point contains white on it, and that I believe that all the other clones as well who have handled white material have handled material well outside their class.
I was very careful to only touch the black or red components.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on that, they were dead.
We're dead.
Such wild accusations from someone who's clearly been handling equipment away.
As the
that was my previous
as the dust starts to settle after the mass shootings and so on and so forth.
You got to everyone first. It was very
Stabbing,
sudden.
It was very un-American.
There is a ding over the announcement system, and
This is America.
Dolores gets a call from another troubleshooter. This is Lab Z1. You asked for any updates on the infinite hole? Well, the containment matrix has shown up here. And you see Dolores, she looks quite relieved, the containment matrix is where it's supposed to be. Oh, excellent. Thank the computer. I was so afraid that these clueless troubleshooters wouldn't... there seems to be a small problem though. The matrix is here, but the infinite isn't.
That's the exact noise we'd make, yeah.
It looks as though it has escaped.
It's probably got to go find new trash.
Quite possibly. But that's a story for another time.
And another set of clones.
Amazing. I'm
Very well
so fucking terrible at this game.
What? No, you're fine.
You
No,
do really
you
well.
do-
You
you
do
do
well.
perfectly.
The whole point of Paranoia, it just gets in your head completely.
Yeah.
Like the first time I played, because I'd read how you're meant to be in a secret society and all that, I was trying to undermine like the mission and stuff. And the guy, one of the guys who were playing knew how to do it, just kept clear. Only he did the speaker trick on me twice in the same game. I had it passed around the table and popped in my jacket pocket on the chair. But the third time I did manage to feel the weight of it and kick it over to him, so he got himself.
Oh, amazing! Absolutely brilliant.
I have had people fill out after action reports in the name of the person sat next door to them.
Brilliant.
Yeah, what were you filling out in my name?
It was, you witnessed me do my tongue print?
Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
Wait,
the
what?
secret society missions.
Yeah, you didn't see that, did you? That's why I didn't ask you to write your name.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because
I
I
didn't
did
see
it, I looked up and I saw you looking at me and I was like, oh, sweet. You're like, and I'm like, thank you. You're like, naive. Naive. Oh! Yes.
Yeah,
it was savage.
There is a lot of fun that can be had.
Just messing about with, like, communists.
Yes. Or suddenly knives.
Yeah. Suddenly knives die.
Oh, it was very
thank you
good.
very, very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting it on, as always.
Oh no, I've touched all the white.
I think we're going to play Isle of Cats now.
Isle of Cats, and I'll be there.
I'm not going to be there.
Well, you're a square then. You know why?
How dare
Because you
you?
won't be around.
How dare you?
Right. Well, let's get everything moved out of the way.
We'll be given pencils, making a fuss about all the pencils. Then
Come back to us soon
Deciding we cannot use
to come see Isle of Cats.
because they're green.
JC will cut us out. It's just this one here. Just that camera there. Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. But when will I see